Hello, everyone. You're looking at me before. I don't know. I might do a JTF2 video, fitness video today. It's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm looking at another military tradition here. Since I was just talking about, the paracord bracelets and the symbology, and nonverbal communication, and how this has to do. Again, this will be a bits and bytes, so supporting video for the history of propaganda, and how art talk, bits and bytes, and history of propaganda are a holy trinity in my just like red pepper, onion, and celery, or carrots, onion, and celery when it comes to cooking. So that's the Cajun and the French holy trinities, and then with like some roux, right? So the real flavorful base, and traditions are the flavorful base of communities. They're what connects us all together throughout time with our ancestors, and that's why this is so important, and hence why these efforts by these cultural Marxists, the SJWs, the BLMs, the Antifas, these organizations which might have started out with good intentions but are now domestic terrorism. Let's be honest about it, because the fallout of these riots and the looting is that it's non-discriminating or indiscriminatory, because the people, they just go out and they destroy property no matter what, no matter whose property it is, even if that person happens to be on your side. And I've seen videos about that, of course, because of the internet, and so I'm looking at this and I stumble upon this because I'm looking at trying to complete my pattern 82. Yeah, 82 pattern, belts and shoulder rig, because I don't want to look like a current. If I pack it up, it'll be like my survival gear. Because obviously I have an interest in self defense, and in acting like a representative of my heritage and of the Canadian Forces as best I can in the community, and even law enforcement. Even though I've had my own challenges recently, and not everything I've done in my life has been legal, but he who hath not sinned cast the first stone. So be it. And like as a historian and as a nerd, this stuff interests me. I'm like a gear nerd, definitely a gear nerd, and all these little things, they fascinate me to no end, because of their significance and importance, and a bit of nostalgia actually with people of the past, because without community and without people, there is no point in having any kind of organization. You think about the base word organ, right? Organize, and then like you break it down into its base syllables and so forth to get to the Latin and the language, because the medium is the message. The a lot of the answers of our human history, again from oral tradition, a lot of the answers are in the language and in the symbology and in the art, right? So again, you might be able to, in a certain lens, consider some of my art to be propaganda art, and I have participated and produced propaganda art. This is undeniable, but it was for positive means. It was hearts and minds, right, in 2004, and the Canadian Forces can't deny that. I have photographic evidence. Again, I've done my very best to again be an example for other people in my own life, even in my lowest. Now moving on, this is kind of the reason why you recognize someone with these challenge coins. The exemplary person, or an officer of the law. This has a quite a large application. So this is, again, stumbling upon this because, well, I crawl the internet, to find things, and then I save things that I find really interesting. And this is from strikeyourcoin.com, right? So this is talking about the Canadian challenge coin tradition. And honestly, I didn't know about this. Because I usually it's associated, challenge coins are usually associated with the United States and with the CIA and the FBI, NSA, all those guys. Hi, how you doing, guys? So we'll just read this off of the website. Challenge coins are an ancient military practice dating back to World War One. Challenge coins are given to Canadian soldiers, police units, or service branches for their exemplary dedication, commitment, and loyalty to the country. In Canada, challenge coins are often given to law enforcement, military personnel, veterans, and almost every organization as a way of showing appreciation for their service. The tradition of challenge coins back then was used to boost morale and identify friendly soldiers. Today, challenge coins still serve these purposes as well as to promote national peace and security. In recent years, challenge coins have been designed to commemorate special events such as the anniversary of September 11th attacks or of Canada Day. They have also been used to raise awareness for certain causes such as cancer, mental health, and other national or international concern. Given their long history and noble purpose, challenge coins are an important part of Canadian culture. There's also custom cadet coins, a unique way to celebrate your Canadian heritage and commemorate the brave policemen and women who have served our community. It is also your way to remember this time of your life when you took the courage to grow as an adult by learning leadership, good citizenship, and physical fitness. Now, they didn't give out challenge coins in my time. Like, I don't have anything. I have a certificate for basic, but I do have a medal for not ITLC. For ground school. Let me go get that. So this is from 2002. You see that? And it's in almost perfect condition, because it's been hanging in my closet for years. So this is from CRGS. We had shirts too, but I wore that thing out. It was one of my favorites. Neo Flight, First Flight, something like that. We had a little this is again anecdotes. Since I was drawing and stuff, and I love drawing dragons. I love doing like they're Chinese dragons in my dividers between subjects in high school or in the margins, and it was because of course the Matrix was popular. One of the other cadets in the same flight was won the competition between the two of us, and he had this Neo scene with, of course, like airplanes flying past him, which is awesome. I was jealous because the selection was to them, but it was up for vote, and that's what happened. So going along those lines, right, like these traditions and everything, they really do matter, right? Because the mementos, and a lot of people don't even keep these things. They throw them out, and the same with the sweaters, or the course shirts. Or even their own uniforms, they're like, again, a lot of military people, they don't want to have any part of it anymore, which I can understand, is especially when concerned with PTSD or resentment, or any kind of abuse that has happened, and so that such is life. What can I say? So they've changed things a bit. This is a real tragedy. It always pissed me off, that I'm looking at a young man here with a SIG 556, it looks like, and a semi-auto. And in my time in cadets and air cadets, they wouldn't even let us touch fucking Lee Enfields. It was embarrassing, totally embarrassing. I hated that. And meanwhile, I'm in the basement of one of the other buildings here at Wolseley, and I'm on rifle team, and we're shooting pellets, and those things are just 177 at that FPS. So that velocity is still lethal. It's still fucking lethal, right? Like, what's the big fucking deal? And then the Army cadets say, okay, if we're, I gotta go to reminisce with some nostalgia here. And the Army cadets are using C7s on drill. Like, come on. You have a flag party without any rifles? What kind of joke is that? Anyways, to echo the sentiments of my younger self. Again, we can't escape who we are and who we were. So that's as much as I want to go into it. Again, the website is strikeyourcoin.com. And I got an example here of 75 RCAS with the Hornet in the background, Barhaven Squadron, etc., and different stuff like that. So be it. Anyways, thanks for watching this one. This is about challenge coins and a bit of my gripes. So thanks for sitting through that. Anyways, we'll see you for the next one. And probably when I finish this, if I do feel like actually doing it, the fitness requirements for JTF2. See ya.